Welcome, this is Brandon Shin reporting for Wing 5 News. First in today is designed to bring expert workers in the U.S. H-1b and EB-1 visas are responsible for more than 100,000 immigrant workers in the United States every year. However, in 2016, there were 233,000 H-1b applicants, nearly triple the amount of each respective status quo, according to the USCIS 16. Now, despite the current policy being static up to now, there have been debates on a new or modified plan. The modified plan was that the United States federal government should substantially raise the cap on H-1b and EB-1 visas to make the application process purely merit-based. At this time, amongst the thousands of H-1b applicants, Wang 5 News has located an Indian citizen who has already applied for an H-1b visa. With more over on that Wang 5 interview, Drew Castaneda.
Thanks, Shin. I'm right now on a beautiful field just east of Pondicherry with Mr. Venkantanara Risam Arahuja Ripita. Is that correct?
No, it is Mr. Venkatanara Simhara Juvari Peta.
Well, Mr. V is an undergrad from engineering in Pondicherry College of Engineering. How is life currently in India?
Yes. Life here in India is so very hard. The unemployment rate is so high, the pay is so low, and I work so many hours.
Then tell us, Mr. Patel, what do you hope to achieve by applying for the H-1b visa?
Yes. I applied for the H-1b visa for the American dream. Yes, I put so much time into hopes of emigrating, and finally, I have landed a very good H-1b visa with a small company in Austin. They have set over $5,000 in fees, and I have heard that refunds are complicated and only a portion of the fee. So much time and much effort have gone into this process that we must not lose hope.
Wow, it must have taken a lot of courage to apply for an H-1b visa. However, do you have any worries about applying for the H-1b visas? Mr. B?
Oh, sorry. It has been very stressful lately. My whole future depends on receiving that visa, as both my 8 wives, my 64 grandparents, my 7 uncles, my 64 aunts, my 97,000 cousins, and my 46 children all depend on me. You see, I have worked very hard over my entire life, studying 47 hours a day and working 56 hours a minute. I just pray to Vishnu that all will end well and I only have to work 20 hours a day in America.
Well, that's all for today. Best of luck to you, Mr. V. Back to you, Shin.
Wow, what a difficult situation Mr. V is in. However, other than Mr. V, there are thousands of other H-1b applicants that are faced with similar situations. While H-1b visas are not intended for exploiting employees, the current plan makes it so that many applicants depend their future entirely on the lottery. More on the current situation of H-1b visas, let's talk to Stanford's economic professors, Dr. McCollin and Dr. Singh. Hello, Dr. McCollin and Singh. What are your opinions on the current status quo for H-1b visas?
Just as you said, the current status quo jeopardizes possible guest workers at risk.
Also, adding to what Dr. McCollin said, the H-1b is very ineffective because it does not differentiate for more and less qualified workers. This means that we're losing an important edge to our competitive workforce, thus causing lower reliability and lower economic growth from these H-1b workers.
Very true. An example of what Dr. Singh just said would be last year. 50% of the H-1b receivers are Indian. While having 50% of a race may not be bad economically, but it diverges away from the equal racial distribution. People from different backgrounds and cultures can add a lot to our cities. So having one predominant race and guest workers are never good.
No. Got it. So you both must have heard the starting of a modified plan, stating that the United States federal government should substantially raise the cap on H-1b and EB-1 visas to make the application process purely merit-based. In your opinions, what new advantages does this plan bring?
Well, first of all, the plan would substantially decrease the number of qualified workers who were rejected due to the current quota on the H-1b visas. Again, something has to be changed with this continuous growth in applicants, and not changing the quota does not make sense.
The opposite of having a lottery-based visa makes H-1b visas purely merit-based. It can create a more fine-tuned filter differentiating the overall quality of workers and more even of distribution of race.
In conclusion, Our plan solves the harms in that increasing the caps directly reduces the number of failed applicants heading to other countries and helping them catch up to the US technologically and economically. It also inhibits the immigrants that won't be able to improve the US economies from entering the state due to their lack of education or a college degree.
Very nice. So if this plan were perhaps to pass, how would it work with our current political tides?
This plan would be put onto the House floor by early 2020s and get passed through the House by 2020 elections. The House is currently Democratic, but Democrats are more likely to pass our legislation due to their more liberal views on immigration. We would like the plan to go to the Senate past January 2021 because of the blue wave and the increased likelihood of the Senate becoming Democrat-controlled.
No. However, if this is a better plan than the current status quo, what is stopping them from passing the modified plan?
What you are talking about are inherencies, or why the new plan hasn't passed yet. Currently, the state of government is prohibiting our plan because of the fact that the Senate, President, and Supreme Court are conservative. This makes it hard for our plan to get passed due to the fact that they are Republicans, and they take more of a hardline approach from a habit. On top of this, many Americans fear that the increasing number of legal immigrants will take their job.
I actually have an interesting story with the quota on EB-1 visa. Actually, all the way back in 2010, when I was just a student from UChicago getting their PhD in economics, I applied for an EB-1 visa. Unfortunately, I was cut off in 2010 due to the limited quota. But in 2011, I reapplied, and due to the work I had done in India and helping teach economics students at the University of Delhi, I ended up getting the EB-1 visa to head into America and eventually become one of the main professors of economics at Stanford University.
Thank you, Mr. McCollin and Mr. Singh, for this insight, and it has been very helpful. Well, this is all for today. This is your host, Brandon Shin from Channel 5. Thank you all for watching.
Worked very hard over my life, studying 42 hours a day even.
Mr. Venkatarana Simhara Juvarita? Is that correct, Mr. V?
No, it is Mr. Venkatarana Sirisha Juvaripeta. I just pray to Vishal. I mean Vishal. Okay, Brandon, cut.